Hello everyone, so let me go ahead and start explaining how this works. I'm gonna do it in a very slow motion and then I'll explain all the details. So I'm gonna leave this card face up. Now this card, let me go ahead and tell you why it doesn't matter if you do it face up or face down. First of all, because this deck doesn't have much bending against when you put them back to back. So this is good for a move. It's not a must. However, let's assume these cards are completely folded like that. Then it's better to do this move with a card face down. It is imperative. But I explain those details later on. This is what is going on, okay? Let me leave it right there. In slow motion, this is what is happening, the overview. Okay, and that's it. I'll give you the 3 different spreads that I use, which is going to help you to cover this move much better, and why it might be better use some other spreads than the one I use at the last, which is from side to side, even though it looks quite easy. And that's how you should begin, by doing it very slowly. You shouldn't rush yourself when you start doing this move as a practice. Notice the spread. This is a considerable distance. This is too close. Don't use this spread. So when you insert the selection anywhere you want it, make sure you know it is with a considerable distance of the cards. This whole side of the finger, they're going to be right there, contacting the surface, okay? Because when you close, the nail or the thumb is contacting this card very gently, so you can keep sliding, and not the flesh, because if your flesh is contacting this card, you may end up pushing it as well, like that, and you don't want that. That's why it's better to use your nail. Okay, this is too close, so try to choose something like this. Okay, 1/4 or 1/5 of the separation of the cards is gonna be okay. Now, the reason I'm using this part of the finger, because when the nail contacts this card, it pushes everything away and you lift it, okay, with the tips. And this part of the fingers is going to keep closing the rest of the spread, okay. But you're supposed to apply very gently pressure with your index and ring finger against the thumb. Let me show you. Because I'm bending the fingers, this finger, they're pointing up. The thumb is going down, pushes, and then it will lift up this packet up, so it's going to end up right on top. Now, this move works better when you do a nice spread. Maybe this is not a big enough mat. If that's the case, for you as well, you can do it from corner to corner, and it's going to give you not only better distance, but also a better separation between cards. Okay, it doesn't matter where you really put it at. I prefer to put it somewhere about here, or about here, not really too much over here, so the thumb can do its work at the beginning. But like I said, it's not a must. It's going to be up to each and every one of you, depending on the situation. I have the selection right here. I'll leave it face down. Notice it's pushing everything and it keeps closing. Now also with this pass, you can control the selection anywhere you want. You can control it on top, on the bottom, or second from the top, in case you want to do an ambitious card routine, let's say. Keep it equal, use the other hand, so you prevent the other cards from moving as well. So this is the move, okay, and you end up with the 2 diamonds on top. Doing the spread from corner to corner, it may be better because you're covering 50%, because you are not showing just the side, but also by showing the back of your hand, it's helping you to conceal better the pass. But because it's not the side or the front like this, you are picking it up from the angle, so 50-50. So this way is going to help you to conceal this pass even better, because you're showing part of the back of the hand. Okay. If you want to control it all the way at the bottom, then you need to square the selection with any of the cards, mainly with a card right there. Okay. I'm exaggerating, but you can see the point. Now, since the selection is right over here, I'm gonna try to do the pass keeping this card on top, and therefore the selection is gonna end up all the way at the bottom. Okay, and that's it. Now also, if you do this kind of spread, okay, better. You place the selection, it's better you place it somewhere over here. It's not a must, you can place it in the middle. But you want to place it somewhere over here. This is going to give you complete coverage. The reason? Because by the time of the pass, I'm already showing the back of my hand. So I'm covering this move even better. And it's giving you more room to do a bigger spread, which is the nice thing, you know. Okay, now I'm going to keep the deck of playing cards face up. We can do this move much better. Notice the pass. I'm going to try to control the 7 of clubs. And as you can see right there, these are the conditions. Again, this part of my hand is contacting the surface. When you scoop, these joints are going to keep closing the spread. The tips are going up, pointing up. Because my nail is too short, I'm bending the thumb. It may look weird, you know, I'm bending my thumb. But you let it grow a little bit more. You make sure your nail is long enough that surpasses the flesh. So the flesh is not in contact with the selection, the 2 of spades. And I try to control it all the way on top. Push down. And because this packet has a little bit of an angle, as you can see, it's going to help me out a lot to slide everything right in front of the selection away because of the angle, but don't over exaggerate it. Just keep it with the same distance of the very tip. As you close, you may accomplish this pass. Now, like I'm saying, this pass, I'm being able to do this with the cards face up because they're almost flat. If your cards are completely folded in natural shape, like this, then it's better to do it with the cards face down. Because of the edges, they're already pointing down, okay? So that's imperative. You do this with a card face up, as you practice, it may be really tricky, to be honest. So it's a matter just to start doing this move slow, but again, try to keep a nice distance. This is a medium-sized mat. It's not that small, but it's not too big neither. So when you close, you can practice very slowly. Then you may start increasing the speed. As you practice, you may try to do it from corner to corner and see if that's more comfortable for you. It always depends. And the clubs. Alright. And that's it. And the clubs is right there.